Following questions I got from exams 2, 3, and 4. Okay? So, ganun po ulit. Pinili ko ulit yung mga questions na majority hindi nakuha yung tamang sagot. Okay? So, ayan. If you have not noticed it yet, yung exam 2 nyo before was um, majority I got from exam 1. Okay? So, yung mga na-discuss ko nung exam 1 na questions, hindi ko na siya pinili dun sa mga questions ng exam 2 ulit. Kasi, napansin ko, yung karaniwang errors ng exam 1, yun din yung majority sa exam 2. Okay? So, yan. Let's start na agad. First question, all of the following is true regarding radiologic method in testing degree of decalcification except. Okay, first statement, it is very expensive. Second statement, most sensitive. Third statement, it is recommended for tissues fixed in Zenker solution. Or fourth statement can be used with large specimens. Okay? So, alin po sa kanila ang hindi tama? Ayun. So, guys, remember kapag gagamit kayo ng radiologic method, meaning mag-x-ray kayo, ganun. Primary rule is that you should not use mercury chloride fixatives. Okay? Bakit? 'Di ba ang primary disadvantage ng mercury chloride fixatives is that it gives black colors. Okay? It gives black discolorations or it basta yun, it gives the tissues black color. Okay? So, pag black na yung color ng tissue mo tapos in-undergo mo pa siya sa radiologic method, tingin nyo tama yung pagtetest nyo ng degree of decalcification? Hindi, magkakaroon niya ng erroneous results. Okay? So, mali po yung statement number 3. Hindi siya recommended for tissues fixed in Zenker solution. 'Di ba? Ang Zenkers kasama siya sa mercuric fixatives. Ayan. So, yun. Okay, let's move on. Ito, identify the immunohistochemical stain for carcinomas. And then the choices are Desmin, NSE, GFAP, and HMB45. Okay? Ayan. So, I got the, ano ba, statistics of the answers. Okay? So, majority nag-answer dito. I mean 39 ang nag-answer sa HMB 45. Okay? Tapos 34 naman ang nag-answer ng NSE. Okay. So, guys, yung NSE, yun po yung tamang sagot. Okay? Ano po ba yung NSE? Yung NSE po, yun yung neuron specific enolase. Ayan. So guys, this one I got actually from Mohan, a textbook of pathology. Sabi ni Mohan doon, yung epithelial tumors is, yun yung kinategorize niya as carcinomas. Okay? So mga immunostains na pwede para sa carcinomas are your pankeratin, ano pa, EMA which is your epithelial membrane antigen, CEA or your carcinoembryonic antigen, and your NSE. Okay? Ayan. So under naman sa mesenchymal tumors or kinategorize niya as sarcomas, ayan, yung mga immunostain natin for mesenchymal tumors or sarcomas, we have Vimentin. Vimentin for general mesenchymal. Desmin for your general myogenic sarcomas. We also have your muscle-specific actin. Okay, meron pa tayong myoglobin, alpha-1 anti-chymotrypsin, your factor 8, and your CD34. Okay, yung mga binanggit ko, I repeat, is uh, examples of immunostain used for sarcomas. Okay, next, we have melanomas. Okay, sa melanomas, ang immunostains lang na pwede nating gamitin are HMB45, which is the most specific for your melanoma, Vimentin, and your S100. Okay? So yung mga nag-answer ng HMB45, para po siya sa melanoma. Okay? Ayan. What about your lymphomas? Lymphomas, we have your LCA or your leukocyte common antigen. Ano pa? Your PAN-T or CD3, PAN-B or your CD20. Okay? Yan. So si GFAP naman, para po siya sa glial tumors. Okay? Ayan. Yan. Next question. Sana malinaw yon. Next question. Examine the statements regarding neutral buffered formalin. First statement, approximately 4% formaldehyde. Statement number 2, it is buffered to pH 8 with a phosphate buffer. Okay, the choices, both statements are correct. Both statements incorrect. Statement 2 is correct. Statement 3 is, statement 1 is correct. Okay, so majority, specifically 53 ang nag-answer ng both statements are correct daw. Okay, let's examine the statements. Approximately 4% formaldehyde daw ang NBF. Tama, mali? Guys, tama siya. Okay, kasi nga, yung 40%, di ba, ang stock solution natin ng formaldehyde is 40%. Okay, and then your neutral buffered, di ba, 10% neutral buffered ang ginagamit natin. So yon, yung 40%, didilute mo siya sa 10%, magiging 40%. Okay, next, statement number 2, buffered to pH 8 with a phosphate buffer. Mali po ito. Hindi po siya 8, buffer, pH 7 lang po dapat siya. Okay, so ang sagot dito, first statement is correct, second statement is incorrect. Okay, next, let's proceed. Next question. This is recommended for the study of water diffusible enzymes, especially phosphatases and lipases. And then your choices are acetone, glacial acetic acid, trichloroacetic acid, or your lead fixatives. Okay, so yung answer po dito is acetone. Okay, acetone ang sagot doon. Next question. Preferred method of fixation for brain. Okay, and then the choices you have perfusion, immersion, perfusion and immersion, or vapor. Okay, guys, remember, brain, 'di ba? Sa brain meron din tayong mga blood vessels doon. Okay, so ang perfusion, 'di ba? Pag perfusion, um, magi-inject pa kayo ng fixative doon sa mga blood vessels para matanggal or ma-flush out yung blood. Okay, remember, presence of blood, fats, mucus, it retards fixation. So, dapat tanggalin muna natin yung um, mga dugo sa loob ng brain. Okay, after nun, saka nyo siya i-immerse sa fixative. Okay, so ang answer dito is perfusion and immersion. Okay, ayan. Next one. Um, next one. Examine the following statements regarding neutral buffered formalin fixation. Statement number 1. DNA and RNA does not react with formaldehyde at 20 degrees Celsius to 22 degrees Celsius. Or statement number 2, DNA reacts at 45 degrees Celsius. Okay. Let's examine the sentences. DNA and RNA does not react daw with formaldehyde at 20 to 22 degrees Celsius. Tama, mali? It's tama. Okay? Next statement. DNA reacts at 45 degrees Celsius. Tama, mali? It's mali. Okay? DNA reacts at 65. Diba? RNA ang 45. Okay. Next one. An example of water miscible media. And then your choices, you have polyvinyl alcohol, gelatin, agar, and your polyethylene glycol. Okay, statistics. We have 42 who answered polyethylene glycol. Okay, 33 answered polyvinyl alcohol, and 12 answered agar. 33 din sa gelatin. Okay, so medyo majority naman nakakuha sa tamang sagot. Tama ang statement number 1, mali wrong. Ang sagot is polyethylene glycol. Okay, ayun. Next question. Next question agad-agad. True regarding ion exchange resin. Statement number 1. The calcifying agent used is 10 times the volume of the tissue. Tama, mali. 10 times daw ba kapag gumamit kayo ng decalcifying agent using your ion exchange resin? It's mali. Bakit? Dapat po it is 20 to 30 times the volume of the tissue. Okay? Ayan. Statement number 2. Degree of decalcification may be measured by physical method. Tama or mali? That is tama. Okay? Ayan. So, statistics, we have 48 answered both are correct. 27 answered both are incorrect. 19 answered statement number 2 is correct, which is the tamang sagot. And 26 answered statement number 1 is correct. Okay, ayan. Next question. Next question, we have this one. The angle formed between the cutting edges is known as the, and then your choices, wedge angle, knife angle, clearance angle, or your bevel angle. Okay, majority naman nakakuha ng tamang sagot, which is the bevel angle. Ano po ang bevel angle natin? 27 degrees to 32 degrees. Okay. How about the clearance angle? Ang clearance angle natin is 5 to 15 degrees. Okay. Next, acid decalcified tissues for frozen sections can be stored in formal saline containing what percentage of sucrose? And then your choices, you have 25%, 20%, 15%, or 10%. The answer here is, ano po? Okay, the answer here is 15%. Yan. Next question. Next question. Fixative of choice for glycogen. Fixative of choice for glycogen. And then your choices are frozen sections, osmium tetroxide, alcohol-based fixatives, or 10% neutral buffered formalin. Okay, so 40 answered it is osmium tetroxide. 35 naman answered alcohol-based fixative. Okay, so guys, the answer here is your alcohol-based fixative. Okay, alcohol-based fixative. Next question. Ito, related to sa na-discuss ko na before, phenol as a chief solvent for stains at what solution? Okay, si phenol daw at what solution nagiging chief solvent for stains? And then your choices, 6%, 5%, 4%, or 1%. Okay, di ba? Sabi ko before, 1% is your tama, antifungal. 4% naman is, ano yon? Wala akong narinig. Okay, tama. It's 4% ang tissue softener. Kapag chief solvent, that is 5%. Okay? Ayan. Next question. Next question. This picric acid fixative is recommended for gastrointestinal tract specimens. Okay? Para daw siya sa gastrointestinal tract specimens. Your choices are Hollands, Genders, Bowens, or Brussels. Okay, let's break it down. Brussels, it is excellent for your glycogen. Bowens, si Bowens para siya sa embryos and pituitary biopsies. Si genders para kay glycogen preservation din. Okay? Ayan, so ang natitira si Hollands. Si Hollands. Meron to kay Gregorius. Okay. Let's proceed sa next question agad. Next question. This type of hematoxylin is used for photomicrography. Photomicrography. Your choices. A. Heidenhain's iron hematoxylin. B. Mayer's hematoxylin. C. Harris hematoxylin. D. Ehrlich's hematoxylin. Okay? Si Mayer's hematoxylin, ano bang dapat tandaan kay Mayer's hematoxylin? It is chemically ripened by your sodium iodate. Okay? Si Harris hematoxylin. Harris hematoxylin, ginagamit siya in nuclear staining as well as exfoliative cytology and staining of your sex chromosomes. Si Ehrlich's naman, Ehrlich's hematoxylin, it is not ideal for your frozen sections. Okay, so answer dito, si Heidenhain's iron hematoxylin. Okay. Next one. Next question. Has a higher affinity for sulfated mucins. Okay, has higher affinity daw for sulfated mucins. Okay? Ang majority ng nag-answer, specifically 60 ang nag-answer. By the way, choices pala. Choices are aldehyde fuchsin, acid fuchsin, Alcian blue, or your toluidine blue. Okay? So 60 ang nag-answer ng Alcian blue. Si Alcian blue para lang po siya sa acid mucopolysaccharides. Okay? Si toluidine blue, ginagamit nyo yan for Helicobacter pylori. Pwede rin siya, isa rin po siyang supravital stain. And it is also used for Neisel granules or your chromophilic bodies. Okay? Ayan. So, the answer here is aldehyde fuchsin. 7 lang ang nakasagot ng tama. So, aldehyde fuchsin. Okay, specifically, it is Gomorrhea aldehyde fuchsin, which you can find on page 333 if you're using the PDF version of Gregorius. Okay, ayan. Next question. The process of removing excess hydrogen ion from the stain. And then your choices are mordanting, ammonia, bluing, or dezinkerization. Okay, so 59 answered dezinkerization, while 29 answered bluing, 21 for mandating, and 3 for ammonia. Okay, let's break it down. Dezinkerization, di ba guys, dezinkerization is a process of removing your excess mercuric pigments. Okay? Yung mga black na kinokos ng mercuric fixatives. Okay? Ngayon, bluing. Sa 29 na nagsagot ng bluing, this is the correct answer. It is a process, the process of bluing guys, yung pH ng solution, pinapataas nyo hanggang sa 8.5. Okay? Ayan. Okay, so ano-ano nga ba yung mga ginagamit natin? For bluing, we have your tap water. You submerge the tissues sa tap water for a few minutes, or you can use ammonium hydroxide. Okay? Pwede rin tayong gumamit ng Scott's tap water. Yan. Okay. Next question. Is the most useful aqueous mountant for fluorescent microscopy, being virtually non-fluorescent? And then your choices are Apathis medium, Farrant's medium, Canada balsam, or your XAM. Okay? So guys, the answer here is your Apathis medium. Okay? Ayan. So you can read more on this on page 266 to 67 ata. Basta below chlorite ng Gregorius. Okay? Ayan. So, additional information na lang din, yung refractive index ng apathis medium is 1.52. Okay, Farrant's medium, anong refractive index? It is 1.43. Canada balsam, refractive index ng Canada balsam is 1.524. Okay? Ayan. Next question. Next question na agad. This type of acrylic plastics is widely used as the ideal embedding medium for undecalcified bone and for bone histomorphometry and bone marrow hematopathology. Okay, and then your choices are polyester, MMA, GMA, or araldite. Okay, so 59 of you answered polyester. Okay, 26 answered MMA, 9 answered GMA, while 17 answered araldite. Okay, let's break it down. Si GMA, ano nga ba si GMA? That is your polyglycol methacrylate. Okay, polyglycol methacrylate. Si GMA, popular siyang acrylic embedding medium for light microscopy. Okay, ayan, tandaan. Si polyester, guys, it is originally introduced for electron microscopy. Okay? Pero pinalitan siya. Oo, kasi ayaw nila sa plastic. Ayun. So ayaw nila sa plastic, pinalitan siya. Initsapwera siya, si polyester. Okay. Ayan. So now, let's go back. Pinalitan siya sa bagong plastic. Ah, wah. Basta yon. Basta hindi na ginagamit si polyester. Yun lang tandaan nyo. Okay, si MMA, ano nga ba si MMA? Si MMA, it is a methyl methacrylate which is widely used because matigas siya. Okay? Ayan. Widely used because matigas siya, and siya din yung tinutukoy sa question, which is widely used as an ideal embedding medium for undecalcified bone and for bone histomorphometry and bone marrow hematopathology. Okay, ayan. So guys, remember, you only have two types of acrylic. That is your GMA and your MMA. Okay? Ayan. So if you want to read more on this, go to chapter 11 ng Gregorius. Specifically page 209 kapag you're using PDF version of Gregorius. Okay, next question. Next question. The following are the most primary fixatives for electron microscopy, with the whole procedure performed at 4 degrees Celsius except. And then your choices are formaldehyde, paraformaldehyde, osmium tetroxide, or glutaraldehyde. Okay? Ayan. So, ang answer dito guys, si formaldehyde. Hindi po siya ginagamit for electron microscopy. Okay. So, the primary fixatives for electron microscopy is are glutaraldehyde and your paraformaldehyde. Okay? Si osmium tetroxide, it is used as a post-fixation or your secondary fixation. Okay? So, yung tatlong yon ginagamit siya for electron microscopy. Ayan. So if you want to read more on this, go to page 242 of your Gregorius. Next question. Next question agad. Ayan. Which of the following is true? Statement number 1. Stropping is to polish and sharpen the cutting edge. Statement number 2. Honing is to remove the irregularities from the knife. Okay. First and second statement is true. Second statement or none of the above. Statistics, we have 55 who answered 1 and 2, statements 1 and 2 to be true, while 2 answered 1 only, 2 answered 2 only, and the rest none of the above. Okay, so stropping guys, it is used to polish and sharpen the cutting edge. So that is true. Statement number 1 is true. Next statement, honing is to remove the irregularities from the knife. That is also true. So those 55 who answered 1 and 2, you're correct. Ayan, tama po silang dalawa. Additional info na lang din. If your knife is blunt or dull lang, pero wala kayong makitang ngipin or tipi-tipping. Ayan, in Ilocano, it's tipi-tipping. In English, it's chippings, ganun. Okay? So, kapag yung knife nyo dull and blunt lang, pero wala kayong makitang nicks or tits or tippings, it is advisable na mag-stropping lang kayo. Okay? Kapag naman meron kayong mga nakikitang nicks or tipi-tipping sa knife, first thing to do is to hone it first. Okay? You hone it first and then you do stropping afterwards. Ayan. Next question. Next question. What is the decolorizer used in Langhans iodine method? Okay guys, this is a recall question. Recall question to ng mga previous boards. And then your choices are acid alcohol, oreganum oil, 1% HCl, or castor oil. Okay? So, um, with the statistics, 64 of you answered 1% HCl, 5 naman answered oreganum oil, 22 answered acid alcohol, and 21 answered castor oil. Guys, the answer here is oreganum oil. Okay? If you want to read this one, I found this sa super old book, the Book of Calling. Okay? The Book of Calling under iodine technique. Sabi doon, pagtanggal mo sa tubig ng tissue, ibablat mo siya, lagyan mo ng iodine, and then afterwards, lagyan mo ng oreganum oil. The oreganum oil. Yung oreganum oil na to, i-clear na rin niya yung um, tissue. Ayan. So the answer here is oreganum oil. Next, stains red with periodic acid shift and does not stain with Alcian blue, colloidal iron, Mu-C carmine, or metachromatic dye. And then your choices are acid mucopolysaccharides, acid non-sulfated mucin, acid mesenchymal mucin, or your neutral mucopolysaccharides. Okay, so guys, the answer here is your neutral mucopolysaccharides. Okay? Siya lang yung nag-stay ng red sa PAS. But hindi siya na-stain sa Alcian blue, colloidal iron, and musicarmine. Okay? Remember, Alcian blue is the most popular method for the demonstration of your acid mucopolysaccharides. Okay? If you want to read more on this, go to chapter 18 of Gregorius, specifically page 333 if you're using the PDF version. Okay, next question. True regarding immunohistochemistry. First statement. Delayed fixation or poor fixation may cause loss of antigenicity. Or statement number 2, the most popular choice of fixative for routine histology are alcohol-based. Okay, so guys, tama po si statement number 1. Tama siya. Si statement number 2 yung mali. Okay, ano yung mali? Sabi niya, the most popular choice daw for fixative for routine histology is alcohol-based fixatives, which is wrong. Ang most popular of choice fixative is your buffered formalin. Okay? Ito, meron to sa, again, Gregorius, page 114 PDF version. Okay? Page 114. Next question. Periodic acid shift stain can be used to demonstrate the following substances, except, and then your choices are fungal organisms, polysaccharides, neutral mucous substances, or proteoglycans. Ayan. So the answer here is proteoglycans. Okay? So periodic acid shift stain, guys, it only demonstrates the following: polysaccharides, your neutral mucous substances such as your glycoproteins, your glycolipids, ganon. Your tissue basement membranes such as your reticular connective layers, ganon. Fungal organisms, specifically yung mga merong high concentrations of carbohydrate sa cell wall. Okay? Ayan. So, sila-sila po yung mga nade-demonstrate ni periodic acid shift stain. Okay? Ayan. I found this sa chapter 18 of your Gregorius. Next. Next na agad. Malapit na tayo. Okay. An excellent fixative for bone marrow, extramedullary hematopoiesis, and intercalated discs of cardiac muscle. And then your choices are mercury chloride, Zenker's solution, Heidenhain's, or your B5. Okay. So, let's break it down. Si Heidenhain's, 'di ba, para lang siya sa tumor biopsies of the skin. Okay? While your B5 is a fixation for hematopoietic bone marrow and lymphoid tissue. Hindi po siya ginagamit sa intercalated discs of cardiac muscle. Okay? So the answer here is your Zenker's solution. Ayan. So again, Gregorius, page 133. Next question. Which of the following is true regarding honing and stropping? Statement number 1. Leather stropes are usually dry and require oiling before they are used. Stropes are usually treated with mineral oil. Okay? So statement number 2. Wax must not be allowed to come in contact with the strop. With an applicator, the used knife blade should be washed and flushed with saline. Okay, let's break it down. Sabi doon sa statement number 1, si leather strop daw usually dry and it requires oiling. Ang gagamitin daw na oil is mineral oil. That statement is wrong because mineral oil causes blister and will destroy the leather on your strop. Okay? Mas ginagamit dito is your vegetable oil, specifically castor oil. Okay? While the statement number 2 is correct. Ayan. So statement number 2 lang po ang tama. Next question. The temperature for the use of dry ice for freezing unfixed tissues, and then your choices are negative 50 degrees Celsius, negative 190 degrees Celsius, negative 70 degrees Celsius, or negative 150 degrees Celsius. Okay, so guys, negative 50 degrees Celsius is the temperature for your aerosol sprays. Okay? While negative 190 degrees Celsius naman is for your liquid nitrogen. Si negative 70 degrees Celsius is for your carbon dioxide gas and also for dry ice. Okay? So negative 70 ang sagot. While negative 150 degrees Celsius para siya sa isopentane. Ayan. So, if you're wondering where I got this, it's from Bancroft's, the latest, yung color pink, page 104, if you're using the PDF version. Okay, next question. Last question na pala. Last question. A medical technology wants to store fatty tissues for a long time. What should be added to the fixative in order to prevent the dispersion of fat into the fluid? Okay, and then your choices are cadmium, calcium, formalin, or potassium hydroxide. Okay, so if you answered cadmium, may tama ka. Okay, ayan. Cadmium po ang sagot dito. Or, pag walang cadmium sa choices, it's cobalt salt. Okay? Ayan. So, etong question na to, etong sentence na to, I got directly from Gregorius. Okay? Um, Specifically, under factors that influence formalin fixation, page 119, number 9. O, di ba? Apaka-specific. Ayan. So, yun lamang po. Yun lamang po ang mga questions na majority or karamihan hindi nakuha ang sagot. Hopefully, kapag lumabas ulit itong questions na to, sana ay masagutan na po ng tama. Okay? Kapag lang naman lumabas ulit tong questions na to. Okay? Ayan. So, that's all. I hope you prepare for the coming um RS Cycle 2 next week. Ayan. I'm hoping marami na pong pumasa, marami na pong ready. Ayan. So, that's all. Thank you and good luck.